EA stated today there will be no console-only crossplay, despite what we had heard from the Ripple Effect developers just a few days ago on September the 12th in a recent interview. EA held a capture event that a lot of the content creators and media outlets could attend. You've probably seen a lot of this footage come out today where they're showing off the larger maps inside of Battlefield 6. But during this event, of course, the question was asked about console-only crossplay, since one of the devs recently had an interview stating that this was going to be a thing in the game. And it says, when a console player turns crossplay on, the matchmaking will prioritize matchmaking with other console players, but players from all platforms will be in that pool. So the same thing we had during the beta. So you still might see some PC players. If you're on PC, you will not have the option to disable crossplay. So that one is probably something that a lot of PC players did not want to hear, but it sounds like, unfortunately, if you're on PC, you're going to have crossplay on at all times. If you disable crossplay on console, you'll only be matched with players on your platform. So if you're on Xbox, you will be only matched with Xbox players. If you're on PlayStation, you will be matched with only PlayStation players. You also won't be able to party up with your friends if they are on a different platform, of course, just like any other game that has crossplay. If you do have it off, you will have to have console crossplay on if you want to play with friends on Xbox or PC. Of course, this is different from what was said by Ripple Effects' Matthew Nickerson in a recent interview on September the 12th. He said console-only crossplay happens if you turn it off. When you flip that switch, you get it basically. Console-only crossplay, and that's how they don't feel it with PC players. So when he stated that, it sounded just like you're going to have the option to play with just PlayStation and Xbox players in a console-only lobby, and players were really excited about that. And that is something I wish all games would do. I talked about that in the video that I made a few days ago when I covered this interview. I said it would be really great for all first-person shooters to have the option for console players to play in console-only lobbies if they wanted to. And now that seems to be not the case. EA has gone back and kind of covered this topic and said what he stated was wrong. And if you want to play with everyone, Xbox players, PlayStation players, and PC players, you're going to have that crossplay on your console. If you want to play only with the players on your particular platform, you can turn crossplay off. So this is going to probably change the mind of some people when it comes to how they want to play the game. It makes it difficult, in my opinion, even in Battlefield, because the amount of players to turn crossplay off, because now you're only going to have the option to play with PlayStation players only if you're on PlayStation, and Xbox players only if you're on Xbox. And if you're on PC, unfortunately, you're going to have to leave it on because you have no way to turn it off. I'm kind of curious what you guys think about this. I thought it was odd that Ripple Effects devs talked about this in a recent interview just a few days ago, saying there's going to be console-only crossplay, and then EA comes out and says, no, that is not the case. The only crossplay options we have is to have it on so everyone's in the same lobby, or to have it off and you can only play with your particular platform. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.